What's up, everybody? Your boy Vince here, and today this video is all about the experience that I had when I was shooting my scene on The Sensitive Kind with Keith David. Now, my call time was 8 a.m. that morning, and can you believe your boy overslept? I overslept. They called and woke me up, and it was somewhere around 9:15. I was like, oh my God. So I had to hurry up and rush, and I got down there. Thankfully, they weren't angry with me, and they let me proceed and everything. So this video is gonna pick up when after I had gotten there and they had decided on the clothes that they wanted me to wear. And then I was on the shuttle bus heading to the actual location where we were gonna do the filming. So that's where we're gonna pick up right now. Check it out.
All right, so this is us on the bus, all the late people. We're headed to the location right now. That's me just chilling, looking out the window and throwing up a peace sign, y'all. Now we're actually on set right here in between takes. There's the man with the plan back there, Mr. Keith David. I got a quick shot of him. They didn't really want any cameras on set, so I had to be real cautious with that. We were on a lunch break right there, so I was just getting me some food, chilling. That's my boy Mo right there. He's the one that told me about this and made me fill out the application so I could get on set. All right, peace out, you guys.
All right, you guys, so we are finished with a full day of shooting. It's like 3:30 now, started at 8, so it was an all-day shoot. They said we did a great job. I can't wait for you guys to see my role and what I did. Now I'm headed back to the bus. It's gonna take me back to my vehicle, and I can go home. So we're back on the bus now, getting ready to head back, so I can get in my vehicle and go home. But all the extra extras are here. All right, you have a good one now. All right, it's time for me to get in my baby. I love my freaking Tahoe. Get in my baby and drive on home. Man, what a great shoot. What a great time. That was so interesting to me. I love that kind of stuff. Believe it or not, when I was growing up as a little kid, my first dream was to be an actor. I always wanted to be an actor. And then my second dream was to be a drummer and a musician, which I did all of that, but I was never an actor. I enjoyed this so much. I'm thinking about pursuing acting. I really had a great time. Okay, let me get home. So yeah, you guys, I am home from my shoot. We were all day there shooting the scene for The Sensitive Kind, starring Ethan Hawke and Keith David. And I just want to kind of go over how my day went with you guys, because a lot of people are asking me on Facebook, and I figured I'd just go ahead and put it in this vlog. So anyway, I was very, very tired this morning because I had a gig last night. I did a karaoke party for some college students, Tulsa University, and that was from 8 till midnight. And these kids, they partied all night long. I mean, they really partied a lot. So I was very, very tired when I was done. And so I came home. So I had to break down all the equipment, pack it up, come home. And that was very tiresome because the gig was on the second floor. So I had to actually carry equipment up and down stairs. So I was exhausted when that gig was over. So anyway, when I got home, I knew that I needed some outfits for the shoot. They said they wanted us to bring like 3 outfits. And me, I always go overboard. I put together like 6, 7 different outfits. And then I took pictures of myself in the outfits so that I would have that when I got to the shoot. And I cooked me something to eat, and I finally got to bed. It was about 3 in the morning. And my call time for my shoot was 8 a.m. It's not looking good. Anyway, I ended up oversleeping, you guys. Yep, I overslept. And they ended up calling me this morning, and I was like, oh my God. It was like 9:15, I think it was, when they called me. And I immediately apologized. I said, oh my God, I'm so sorry, you guys. I said, is it too late? And they said, no, it's not too late. And I said, great. I told them that I had overslept, but I was going to go ahead and get ready and head down that way. And they said, fine, come on down. So whew, that was good. So I rushed and got down there. And I was like, okay, now here's the interesting part. I showed them all the pictures of my different outfits, and they picked the one that they wanted me to wear. I'm like, cool, which is the one that I'm wearing right now. And then they put me on a shuttle bus and they took me to the location where the actual filming was. And this scene was like a big party barbecue scene. It was like everybody was eating barbecue and partying and all that. And in the scene, Keith David, he rose up in an SUV, him and another actor. And everybody's just out because we're extras. You know, I don't have a role in this movie or in this TV series. I'm an extra. That's what I applied for. So all the extras, they're all out eating barbecue and partying and, you know, doing one of those type of scenes. And I figured that's what I was going to be doing as well. So they put me in there with all those other guys. And then out of nowhere, the director, he points to me and he points to this other guy. And he goes, you, come here. And I go, me? Yeah. So I go up to him and he says, hey, I got something that I want you guys to do. And I said, okay, what is it? He says, follow me. So he took us out to the street. He says, and Keith David, he's gonna roll up in the SUV. He's gonna park right over there. I want you guys to be back here. When you see him roll up, I want you to start walking toward the SUV. Then he's gonna get out of the SUV and walk toward the front. And I want you guys to greet him, acknowledge him, and escort him into the party. I'm like, really? And it was some other extras there that they saw this happening. They saw that happen. You know, they were jealous and mad. Like, why did they pick those two? They just got there, you know, because I got there late. And, you know, as an actor, as an extra, you normally think that you're just going to be far off in the background with a group of people or something like that, right? So for the director to pick you and give you a part where you're going to have a one-on-one interaction with the main star, for an extra, that's like something special. So I was very honored that they picked me for that. And I got to tell you, Keith David, I love Keith David. You talking about a down-to-earth actor? He's the man. Anyway, we must have filmed that scene about 20 times or more. I can't even remember it because we did it so many times. But every time we did it, we changed it. It's like me and Keith, we were like ad-libbing. Like the very first time he got out the SUV and he walked toward the front and he saw me and I saw him, first thing we did, we did one of those. Then we did the scene again. And then the next time he came around, we did like a high five or something like that. And then he came around again. And the next time we did like a boom, boom with our hands, you know. And then after that, we did it again. Then we did a little handshake like, yeah, yeah, yeah. And it's like every time we did it, we got closer and closer with each other. By the time we got to those, I think, last 3 takes, it was like he'd come out the SUV, walk around the front. I'd be like, yo, what's up? Boom, we hit boom, boom, bam, boom, boom. We acted like we had known each other forever in the scene. I'm serious. That last 3 takes, it was like, yo, what's up, man? Boom, 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 hug, boom, boom, bam, bam. And then escorted him into the party. That was awesome. I tell you, I want to be an actor now. I wanted to be an actor when I was a little kid, but I have a hard time remembering lines, so I said, nah, I don't want to do that. I'll be a musician instead. So I spent my life being a musician, traveling the world, playing instruments in bands all over the world. But that's a former life. But I'm telling you, I kind of got the acting bug a little bit now. That was a lot of fun. It's a lot of hurry up and wait involved because the shoot was from 8 to 4. I got there about 10 because I was late. But still, I didn't mind it at all. I didn't complain. You know, they fed us, they took care of us. I got a chance to chat with Keith for a little bit. He was so cool. I have nothing bad to say about him. Coolest guy ever. Anyway, I just wanted to give you guys a recap of how my day went today on the sensitive kind. Now I'm going to go in here, wash off all this makeup off of my face. Yeah, I put makeup on my face, you guys, you know. A lot of the extras, they don't do that, but I do. Maybe that's why I got called or picked to do that part. I don't know. But I'm gonna wash this stuff off my face, and then I'm gonna start preparing my RV, because you see the weather is gorgeous. It's beautiful. And I wanna go camping. And I'm off tomorrow and Sunday. So why not? My SUV is running like a champ. Beautiful weather. I'm gonna go ahead and start packing supplies into the RV so that I can get on the road in the morning and camp out somewhere. Stay tuned, you guys.